Hello and welcome to the Tarkis Zone. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to be playing the game Timberborn. And this is the town, village, the map we created in 2 episodes ago. This is the third episode. Welcome to the third episode. And this town was called We Hate Tarkis. So I'm just going to hit play on here. So last time we were playing, we were waiting for this district, this energy district is what I'm calling it, to get finished, built. And mostly everything has gotten finished. We've got basically everything that requires power is now tucked into this area here where I'm moving my mouse around. The parts for the robots, the factories are been running. And I've got 6 chassis, 5 heads, and 26 limbs. So I haven't put an assembler together yet because I queued these 2 more engines to build. So I'm waiting for these 2 engines to get built. They're connected to these buildings, which are also connected to the grid through here under the road and to the rest of this grid. And we did the same thing over here. We connected the power to this side. And now, we can think about putting the assembler in. We could put the assembler on this side because these buildings here are energized. So if I get I think it's this one here. Yeah, if I get these, the road in first. Let's see where I can tie this to. All right, so it would pretty much be on its own, which is okay. All right, so when I say it's on its own, I was hoping to connect it to an existing walkway. Could I connect it to this walkway? No, because that distance is there and there's no tie-in. So that's fine. What we'll do here is we'll just have it go down one here. All right. And then what we'll do is because the stair will come down here. Well, we might as well just do it this way. Put the stair here. Oh, I got this on slow mode. Just give me a second. I'll speed it back up. All right, put it back on fast. So that will do what I was trying to do. So that will connect it. We'll connect to the district. Put the road in to connect the top of these buildings to the district. And now this is going to allow me to put powered items in these locations. Now it looks like people are complaining about water. How can you guys be complaining about water? I got plenty of water. Oh well, I guess they stopped complaining. They went to bed. They're sleeping for the night. So I'm going to take that road. Oh, it looks like we're going to be going into a drought. I'm going to go this far with it. So that allows me to utilize the tops of these buildings here. These are not energized. These are just where I'm keeping the parts, the bot chassis. This is the warehouse for the parts, and then these are energized. So as long as I can connect to those guys somehow, we'll be fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to science again, and we're going to unlock the bot assembler with the science points. And we've got, we're down to 398 science points. So we're going to have to probably work on that. So I can't really see if this is going to be okay for the connection to the district until the beavers get these planks done over here. So, or not the planks, but the roadway in. Get the planks to the roadway because that mostly all of these is logs and planks is what you need. Logs and planks. That's what, this one here is logs and planks. So we'll just wait until those are done building, and then we'll be able to see if we can add the assembler. It should be in the district because the district hub is right here. But the thing about it is you can see the district. Oh, there it goes. See, I had to wait until this stairway was built, and then the district got extended. So now that it's been extended to here, because these haven't been built yet, it should still allow me to see if I put the bot assembler there Well, I guess not. Not until it's... Oh, there it is. By putting it here, it's showing me that those unbuilt ones are in the district. They're red, but they're in the district. So I should be able to get away with putting our assembler right there. So we've got the parts. You know, these things are making parts, and this one here will make... Now, yeah, that's going to be a lot of running down here, but the warehouse that they need to go to is just right here to get the items. So with that done, let's wait until that gets built. These here are waiting for gears, because what I did is I had to shut the gears down. I moved them. They used to be over here. I used to have a, if you remember, the most of my power network was here, and I was using the little hamster wheels, or the what do they call them in this game? They're power wheels, and they were connected to things at the gear factory. But I deleted all these to free up the beavers, because now I don't need power wheels, because I'm using these engines now, and these engines are powered by logs. And I'm down on logs. See, I'm down to 7 logs, so I'm really chewing through the logs. So let's go over here and see if we can add... We probably could add a couple more lumberjacks, because we got a lot of logs to cut. Plus we still have logs over here to cut. We got logs here to cut. All this can be cut. So we might as well just bank it now, because this area here is really my primary log source. And I think if I add a couple more lumberjacks, I'll just have more. They'll cut them down. Oh, the lumberjacks is what I need. They'll cut them down faster. So I'll put one here. That covers a good portion. And if I put one here, well, I went down. Okay, and that covers the overlap portion on this side. So yeah, adding those two, because I have 15 beavers available to me. If you look up here, I got 15 beavers just sitting around doing nothing. So they're going to fall into those these jobs without too much problem. My food is fine, 3,000.5. I did very well with the placement of the farms. So food hasn't been an issue. Water really isn't an issue yet either. It won't hurt to add a few more water, or what are these, deep water pumps. I'm going to add 4 more, because I got plenty of free beavers to work those jobs. I probably should think about getting the more storage for that too. Medium tank and the large tank requires the iron or the metal blocks. Yeah, the metal blocks is needed for the large tank, and I don't think I got the science points. I don't even have the science points to pull that off, because I only got 500 science points. So there's 2 options I've got. I can go to science and put more inventors down. I'm going to have to, because the number cruncher unlocks at 1500. And the number cruncher is a device that allows me to create science points. It's basically a computer. But I need 1500 science points to unlock it. So I might as well just put down a couple more inventors. And the inventors, oh geez, where did I put those guys? Oh, they're down here. So these 2 are the only 2 inventors that have been actually running since the beginning. And I'm going to put one here. I'm going to put one here. So I'm going to add 2 more. So they're going to do their thing. The builders are going to build. So this little water thing that we made last time, like I said, the beavers go in here and they swim, which adds to their well-being points. And it wouldn't hurt to add well-being. Here it is, Alito. Add another one here if I can get another one in. Okay, I can't get it on that side, but I can get it on this side. So I'll just put another one on this side. So we have 2 of them. That means I probably could put showers in here. And that's under well-being too. Here are the showers. Yeah, I can put the showers in right here in this gap. Nice. Now, I should unlock the shrine because that will give them some happiness too, well-being. And it's called the shrine. It's a small shrine where beavers can contemplate nature, or contemplate nature, I guess is what that is. So maybe I'll make a district for that instead of just willy-nilly putting those down. Well, I go down. I mean, this is good real estate right here, and I probably should make more trees there. So I won't put that the shrine district there. I wonder if I can get it down here. Let me go down here. And yeah, this is going to be quite a ways away from where they sleep. Well, let's see if we can do it. Let's go to well-being and unlock the shrine. All right, the district is in yellow. I'm going to go all the way down to the end here. And I'm going to go back to well-being. I'm going to go to shrine. See how far. Okay, the road. Yeah, if you want to pray, you're going to have to come down here and do it. Why not? Because I also want to do the temple. I just unlocked the temple. So I'm going to put a temple here. I'm going to put a temple here. Now, a temple takes a lot. Logs and planks. So I've got plenty of that. So that's the shrine district. It's away from everybody. I think it would be all right to put down there. Because pretty soon what's going to happen is I'm going to have robots basically running all the work. Because as soon as I start making the robots, and we got to get those gears made. You know, where are we at with gears? We only got 2 gears. How much planks do we got? And we don't have that many planks either. Because I used the planks to make the roads. And the thing with gears is it requires 10 planks, or it just requires 1 plank to make 1 gear. But the shop can hold 10 planks. So it's planks that we're really lacking. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a few more plank. It would be the lumber mill here. I'm going to put it here. And I'm going to put this one here. And both of those are touching the roads. And then I'm going to go to well-being because I got that spot there. I'm going to put a tooth grinder in. And I think I don't want to put a shrine in. I'll put a medic. There we go. Actually, you know what I should do there instead of those medics? That's not, I don't need the first aid or the medical bed because I have medical bed. Oh yeah, I got a whole district of medical beds right here. So I don't need them there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to science again. I'm going to put the charging stations in there because these buildings here are connected to power. So I've got a charging station here, and I got a charging station here, and there's no robots using them because I haven't made any yet because I'm waiting on that. Got a lot of stuff going on. I got a lot of things needing to be built. So I'm going to take this and make this a priority build so that all my gears that do get made go to that build. Because if we can start making the robots quicker, then I can free up beavers. They won't have to work. They can just relax. And what's nice about the robots is I believe they work 24/7, so they never stop working. So they're just giving you more and more resources than what the... Okay, so those extra 2 lumberjacks that I put in, added a pretty good dent in the forest. So this is a forester here, and this drought really sucks away. I mean, the drought's really a powerful drought. Like this entire field is bare during this drought. And the thing with this faction is we don't have water towers for this faction. So this faction is a little bit more difficult. It has a higher difficult level because you can't move water around. Now, granted, I could put in, if I go to the landscaping, and I could put in this is a levee. I unlocked it. So if I put this levee here, All right. So if I put that levee there and fill that with water, right? Then this will stay green even through a drought. If I use this as a water basin, and that's just why don't we try that? Why don't we get that going? We got to get the stairs in there. All right, so the stairs going up there, and what I'm going to need to do underwater, there's this thing called the water dump. I got to unlock that, and that water dump one goes here and one goes here. And what's interesting is when you're building, you see the platforms require 4 planks, 2 logs, but the levees only require 12 logs. So if you don't have planks and you need to make raised walkways, you can just use the levees. They're only 12 logs. And then you can just build a road on top of them if that's what you want to do. So what's going to happen here is when this gets built, these dumpers here, what happens is the beavers that work this will go to the closest water trough, pull the water out of the trough, and dump it into this area. So what happens is eventually it'll overflow, right? It's gonna overflow because unless I pause them. So we'll remove this levee here, and we'll add the dam. The dam actually has a slit at the top of it for water to pass over. So what will happen is the water will pass out of this and spill all over this. But what we're going to do is we're going to put another levee in, and we're going to have the water just dump so basically as this gets filled, once it hits overflow, it'll go through that crack separation, and then the water will flow down here off the map, so I won't flood anything. And that should, in theory, make all this land here green, even through a drought. So we'll see. We'll see if it works. It should work. So we're waiting on the bot assembler still, and we're waiting on a whole boatload of gears. Okay, what's going on, guys? Why aren't we doing the gears here? I've got seven beavers not working. Keep on saying people. A lot of these building games, they're people that are building your stuff. It's just this game, they're beavers. So I kind of. All right. So what? How about that shrine district that we made? Hey, people are using the shrines. Look at that, even way down here. Oh, you get your praying in, guys. You get your praying in. That hasn't caused the well-being to go up yet. If we look at the well, we got one person with a broken teeth, but we put another grind in. That's fine. Injury, 7 injured. So at this point, the medical beds are not healing them. So now we're going to have to start probably making medicine. And medicine is made, you have to store it. So let's get the storage container first. That would be under storage. Let's go to the large one. And we're going to figure out where I know where I want to put the okay, so I'm going to put it here. And I'm going to tell it I want to fill this with medicine. Then there are, under well-being, there's the healer. Now this guy requires metal blocks and the gears, and it requires 300 science, which we don't have. We only have 191, so we'll have to wait on that. But once we unlock that, the healer can brew up the healing potion. It gets stored here, and then the haulers will then move the medicine to these tents. See, it's 0 to 10. So right now I have no medicine to give my beavers. They only, there's certain things, I guess, they get injured and they won't heal from just going into the tent alone. You need the medicine. So that usually happens late in game. All right, so what are we waiting on here? We're waiting on What do we need? We need more. Yeah, we're cutting right through all those trees like I thought we would be doing. All right. Well, at least this one we put here, it can get these. So we got a while before wood's going to be a concern. And I believe these guys will be able to get these over here, as long as those are green. Those are green. Those are green. Yeah, everything I want them to cut is green. Really, let me see if I can extend this road here and see if I can get another forest. Because right now I think I'm going to need, yeah, it will fit here. The district ends right there. I'm trying to build this, city in one district. That's my goal, is to see how far we can go without having to go. And the map's not that big. This is a pretty small map. If it was a huge map, you'd have to make multiple districts, and I can go over that later in the video on how you do that, because there might be, on some maps, there might be assets way over here that you need to get, but you can't. Your district only goes so far, so you'll have to make a second district. Now, the other thing we probably should do is get some haulers. So we should make a haul, because the haulers will help move goods around better, and so that the builders are not required to do it. It's an actual, if you go to labor and you go to hauler, the hauler post, I'm going to put it right here. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to prioritize this build. So planks and logs is what we need. And we should have logs, and how many planks do we've got now? We used up all our planks. But I put that as priority because that will allow us to move goods quicker. If I've got 12 free beavers, so I might as well have them haul goods around for me. And what that means is like the guys who are lumberjacking here, they're cutting the trees down, and when their little huts get full, they bring it to the storage. So then they come back when their hut gets full, they bring it to storage. Well, having haulers dedicated to do that, that means these guys will just cut. They'll just cut, fill their storage, you know, their little hut here, the lumberjack hut, and then the haulers will move it around the map for them. So it just expedites the movement of items through your district if you've got dedicated people that do that. And I believe the haulers I think they can have more than 5 workers. We'll see. It's almost built. Yeah, there it is. It's built now. So yeah, you can have 10 people hauling goods for you. 10, let's keep on saying people, I mean beavers. 10 beavers. You can have 10 beavers moving your goods for you now. And they'll just randomly go. Now you can prioritize. Let's say, for example, let's go to this water bin, this medium tank. You can tell your haulers to prioritize this. So make sure that it's always full. Now there's work like movement of goods. So the other thing you can do here is under the prioritize the parts, or prioritize not only the parts taking away, but the goods coming here too. So I've just told my haulers to prioritize my robot parts manufacturing. So they'll bring them the metal blocks, they'll bring them the planks, they'll bring them, and then when the bot chassis get made, they'll come and grab the bot chassis and put them in the actual storage. So the haulers are doing that. So right now I've prioritized, so that was out of 10, so that would have been, so basically 4, so that leaves 6 to kind of just do their own thing, which is fine. All right, so we've cut down basically all the trees that we had in our tree area, and then we're going over to this overflow. This hasn't even gotten started yet because I prioritized other buildings. And this one here, is it a power issue? Do I not have enough power? No, it says I got power. Well, let's see here. Well, that says, oh, it's because of day. That's the thing about it is when the day ends, you can click on the buildings and they won't tell you what power that they're at because they're not in the building running it. So this is basically the barracks or the house district. They got all the housing here. I got 72 free beds. So I've got plenty of beds in this area, but this is where everybody comes to sleep at night. And then these were the warehouses that we were filling, that we created in the last episode. So right now, okay, so let's click on here. We're going to say we're at 50 power. So it's not that we have, so all the buildings are powered at 100% in the district. So it's just coming down to them getting the logs they need. And our log consumption, our logs are going up and down, but they're actually going up because I think the haulers are moving them quicker. And we've got surplus planks, again, because I think the haulers are now moving things quicker. We got surplus gears, because again, I think the haulers are helping us get the things to where they need to go. So it should not be long before this assembler, well, it needs 25 more gears. All right, so, and that's I've only got 2 gear factories. Probably could go with another gear factory, and I think I could put that on its own power. We'll wait. I think we can wait on that. Just go over here. So these water things got built, and now they've got obviously they've got workers in it. Science is going up. Our science is now 500. Now there was something that we were looking at. Oh, it was the healer. So let's open the healer up. We got the points. So when the healer is going to need dandelions, and the things the forester is the one that plants the dandelions. So you have to go to trees, and the dandelions are under the plant trees and bushes icon. So go to dandelions. You don't need many. That should be enough. But what you do need is you need a gatherer. And what's going to be nice is we're next to these blueberries. So when I put this guy in, he'll not only collect the dandelions, but he'll also collect these blueberries. So it won't be a waste. But we're going to need a storage facility for the dandelions. Might as well go with the large warehouse. I'll put it right here. And I'm going to tell it to house my dandelions. There it is right there. So that will house, and I might as well just plant more dandelions. Might as well go all the way to the water's edge here. There we go. And it probably won't hurt to do pine trees in here. All right. So we're ready to go when it comes to the meta. We'll still have to build the shops. We'll have to build the structures. But we definitely got the beginnings to the dandelions we need, the storage of the dandelions, the healer who needs the dandelions to make the medicine, and then the vat that holds the medicine, and then the haulers will bring the medicine to these tents. And then we won't have beavers injured all the time. Because right now our beavers, we got 6 beavers injured, and they're not getting healed. They're not getting well. And it's because I'm lacking the medicine. So we've got that started. All right. Easiest way to get back to seeing buildings because if you're in a different interface, sometimes like the tree interface, the buildings that you've got that haven't been built, you don't see them. See there, you just see the dots. So what I do is I just go to paths, and once I click on paths, I see buildings that haven't been made yet that I'm waiting on. So here we are. We're still waiting. We're 36. We got 36 gears out of 50. Well, we're well on our way. I think we got a good start here today. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wait this out. And then I'll get a couple robots going, and then I'll show you the robot process and how that works in the next video. All right. Well, thank you for joining me. And this has been Timberborn and the Tarkis Zone.